Hey everybody, welcome back. And today I want to talk about this thing right here. This is the Ultrahuman Ring Air. I love this thing. Now, when I got sent this, so the company reached out to me for a review on it, and I kind of looked at it. I was like, I'm not really huge in the rings. I got a wedding ring that I obviously put on because I'm married. But when it comes to smart rings, it's not something that ever called my attention. And I said, okay, I'll use it for, a little bit and I'll see how I like it. And disclaimer, I was sent this product to review. So this is a sponsored video. They have provided me with an affiliate link, but that in no way changes what I think about this ring. I would not recommend a product that I haven't used, and I would not recommend a product that I don't like. I cannot believe how much I like this thing. It is terrific. Not only do I not even notice it on my finger, maybe like the first day it took me a little bit to get used to it because it is bigger than my wedding ring, as you can see there. But I am a huge fan of this product. Now, when you look at the competition, you got things like the new Samsung ring that came out, as well as the Oura ring that's pretty, tried and proven. This is coming in at $349, and it's priced very competitively. And a huge benefit of it is that you don't have to pay a subscription service. And things like the Galaxy ring, yeah, for now, you don't have to pay a subscription. But if you want all the features, you have to use it with a Samsung phone. So with the Ultrahuman Air ring, you can use it on Android and iPhone, and you get all the features. Now, there's so many things you can use this for, and honestly, the main reason I use it is for sleep tracking. And oh my, is my sleep horrible. And this ring has helped me at least recognize that how badly I sleep and how much I need to improve my sleep. And it's given me so much data that I can actually dig into it to figure out what is going on with my sleep rhythms. But before we get into that, let's talk about the overall purchasing experience. So the first thing I got was I got a kit where I actually sized my finger. And this is extremely useful because you don't want to get a ring and then you send it back and forth. You don't want to do that. So they send you a wide assortment of sizes you can see here in this box. You try it on what you want to do. I think they recommend like your index finger or your pinky finger. I chose my left index finger, but not only that, you get to also choose between a few different finishes. So you have the raw titanium, the aster black, matte gray, bionic gold, and space silver. For me personally, I opted for the raw titanium. Now, one little critique here, and it's not really a critique, but it's just the nature of having rings, okay? So here is my wedding ring. Okay, I've been married for 9 years now. Woohoo, congratulations to me and my wife. Okay, it is all scratched up. I do not wear it when I'm working out outside. I only wear it when I'm like running and doing cardio like that, but when I'm lifting weights, I do not wear it. This is the Ultrahuman Ring Air, and you can see it is a little beat up. So if you get a ring thinking it's going to be pristine going forward, just don't get a smart ring, okay? It's going to get beat up when you're washing dishes, you're even eating. Like when I eat, this rubs against the fork and the spoon that I use. So yeah, you are going to get it beat up, but again, it's a ring. By the nature of it being a ring, it's going to get a little scratched up. But overall, I'm a huge fan of how this thing has been turning out, and the more I use it, the more I like it. And I hate subscription plans, and I love that this does not include additional costs. So you buy the ring and that's all you need. Now there are some things that you can pay extra for, but I'm telling you, I haven't and I don't feel like I'm missing out. Also the weight, I know a lot of people when they buy rings, they don't want something that's super heavy. This thing is very light. You don't even notice it's on your hand. I really like the way that they did this, and it's not too thick either. So it's very comfortable. It's not cumbersome. It doesn't feel like it's getting in the way of things. It's a very comfortable ring, and that's coming from somebody who truly hates rings. I don't like wearing rings. I only got a ring because I got married. Other than that, I wouldn't be wearing one. So I'm actually surprised that I've enjoyed using this ring so much, and the unboxing experience is just as nice. So you get the ring itself, you get the 1 meter USB-C to USB-C, and it's a very nice braided cable. Big fan of that. And you also get the wireless charging dock itself, and your typical manuals, instructions, and things like that. And when you charge it, it's very quick. It's about like an hour, hour and a half to fully charge it, and it lasts for like 6 days. Now let's get into the actual application. So one thing that I hate is when you buy a product and the application is just total garbage. This is not the case with the Ultrahuman Ring Air. The application is actually really incredible, and I've already had like a few updates, and I've only had it for a couple months, and they keep adding additional features. So I really like the user experience, navigating through the application. It's very quick and fluid, and it gives you a ton of data to dig into. This will track things like your movement, your heart rate, as well as your sleeping patterns, your sleep tracking. And that is what's so important to me because I don't really use this thing when I'm working out because I don't want to damage it. I don't work out with my wedding ring either, but when I'm running with my wife, I'm going outside, I do wear it to track my heart rate and things like that. Even like your heart rate and stuff, it's pretty good. It's not as constant as like a smartwatch, but it still gives you a really good idea of your heart rate in terms of your high heart rate, your low heart rate, the ranges of it. But what I really use this thing for is really the sleep tracking. And oh my, this does an incredible job. So let's look right in the application. I'm going to open this up on my phone. And just for reference, I'm using a Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. So Android, okay? So the iPhone user experience might slightly differ, but it should be about the same. It also tracks your movement, it gives you your steps, your activity, how many hours of the day you're active, your calories burned, at least an estimate. That includes active and resting calories, as well as your workout frequency if you're tracking your workouts. So a lot of good stuff there. And also, it tracks your stress levels. So I wasn't able to exactly figure out how much this worked because I'm constantly stressed, and this is saying I'm relaxed, so maybe I'm not as stressed as I think and I'm overreacting. I don't know. My wife tells me that all the time, so hey, maybe that's the case, but it does track that. And even if you look at it, it's a lot of cool data giving you your stimulated stress, relaxed stress, and sympathetic activation, whatever that means. And it gives you a cool chart there to see the different phases. It's very interesting, gives you a lot of data. I don't use it that much though, so I'm not going to talk a lot about the stress rhythm score because at this point I always feel stressed, so it is what it is. So I go down here to sleep tracking, and already you can see that it gives me a lot of good information without even going into it. So it tells me my sleep score, it tells me my temperature, as well as some interesting info. Maybe I'm getting sick. My wife was sick last week when she came back from Peru, so maybe I'm getting sick too. Who knows? But it's kind of interesting that the ring itself is recognizing that something weird is going on with my body, so I'll have to check that out. It gives you your sleep duration, as well as when you started to sleep and when you woke up from that sleep, and how many cycles of sleep that was. So I think that's great. Right at a glance, it gives you that. And when you go into it, we'll just click right into it. It gives you so much more data. And honestly, this is very embarrassing to me because you're all going to see how little I sleep. To have this YouTube channel, I wake up very, very early to edit videos for all of you. So this is something I really enjoy doing, but I only have a finite amount of time in the day. And you will see by my sleeping schedule how much I love you guys and love doing what I do. So sorry for my sleep score. It is very bad. And yes, I need to address it. But looking at it, you can see here, you can see, my past data here. And there's days where I get more sleep, days where I get less sleep. It tells me my sleep efficiency, my temperature, which I thought this was great. So it actually tracks my body temperature, as well as my restfulness, consistency, total sleep, my HR drops. And then it also tells you the different types of sleep that you got. So different qualities of sleep, my amount of REM sleep, my amount of light sleep, and my amount of deep sleep. You can use your finger and scroll through to see what's going on there, as well as your sleep cycles there. And there's a chart of your heart rate, and you can go through and see where you increase your heart rate, decrease your heart rate. It shows you your lowest heart rate zone as well, and at what time that was. And it even shows you right here the tosses and turns during your sleep. And I even remember that this happened. I remember waking up, tossing and turning, looking over at my wife. I said some gibberish, and I turned back to bed, and I went back to sleep. So I remember this happening. Here's your average temperature as well. So I think that's great. And obviously, if you want to go back and check your previous days, you can do that as well. So this application is very, very nice to use. I'm a huge fan. I mean, other than that, I'm not going to go into every single feature here. There's other things you can activate. They call them power plugs. I've also activated because you can see I'm very fair skinned. I don't get a lot of vitamin D. So I can see my vitamin D tracking. You can track your caffeine window. You can track pregnancy insights. You can track your cycle tracking. And with all the data that it's giving me, I'm just a huge fan of this ring. I'm very happy that this company reached out to me. They didn't ask me to give them a terrific review or anything like that, but I have to give it to them. This ring has been incredible. It's very comfortable. The application is nothing short of awesome. This is a sponsored video, so please use my affiliate link down below. It helps out the channel, and it's something that I completely recommend. If you're looking for a smart ring, I recommend taking a look at this one before you purchase the Samsung ring or the Oura ring. This is a terrific purchase, and you can help out the channel doing so. So that's the video. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to Ultrahuman. This ring is awesome. I was very, very happy to review it, and I'm a very happy customer. Also, comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you think this is a better purchase over the other rings on the market today? I do, personally. So subscribe for more, and I will see all of you next time.